Good morning, everyone. This is Elaine with Anabella's, and this is our CraftTube channel, where every week we're going to bring you a video that might be short, might be long. It just depends on what we're going to be doing that week regarding paper crafting. So today what I thought I was going to do is just show you how to make some really quick and easy tags for your Christmas or holiday gifts. Today I am going to use the collection by Simple Stories. It's called Baking Spirits Bright. So all I did is I pulled the kit. The kit comes with all of these papers that are in here, so I can select my paper from this collection. And then I'm also going to be using some decorative brads, which are sold separately. They're not included in the paper kit. I'm going to be using some journal bits, some enamel dots, and I'm going to be using some of these cute chipboard stickers. So all of these are available when you search for Baking Spirits Bright in the Etsy shop. Now the kit itself does come with a sticker sheet. So on the back is this sticker sheet. So you don't need to buy extra stickers, although we do sell them. Just ignore those that are in the shop. I want to try to have you stretch your paper crafting dollars. So this sticker sheet should be sufficient to add to our tags. So I'm kind of winging it because I don't have anything in mind. I just thought I would show you how I go about, putting together some tags when I'm making my Christmas gifts. So what I do, I cheat, and I'm going to be very honest with you about that. Rather than cut out tags using my cutter, can you get out of there, please, Chloe May? The puppy is just still driving me crazy, little monster. I find these tags, I believe I got these either at Michael's or at Hobby Lobby. They're just they're by recollection, so that makes me believe that they're from Michael's, right? So these are just 2.5 by 5.5 inch tags that you can buy. And all I'm going to do is cut out and use this as my template. So let me show you how I do that. I just take, oh, look, there's some pretty things on the back too. All of this paper, by the way, is double-sided. So when you get your paper pack, you're not just getting, the 12 sheets or however many, there's 12 sheets in here, Chloe, but you're also able to flip it over. And some will have the big tags on it like these do. And then others will just be double-sided paper, I believe. No, it looks like they all have, look at that. Who knew? I wonder if that will fit. These won't fit, but let me just pause here because you can make your tags right from here. You can cut these out, and I'll go ahead and do one in just a little bit and show you how I would do it. But let me show you how I make them from scratch because I like to do things from scratch. So I kind of like this paper right here that I just found. So let me pull this out. I like this checkered paper in green. So I'm going to put that aside, and then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to use my pencil, which I have right here, and I'm just going to make a line where I need to cut. So I have to cut the tag, the paper, this pencil keeps breaking, to fit the tag. I'm going to come down, I'm going to go around this edge, up and around. Okay, so then what I do, because I'm a stickler, is I take my trimmer. And the first thing I'm going to do is trim the tag on the straight line. So I just find my straight line, which you can see right here, and make sure that my paper is lined up carefully. Let me scoot this over a little and put this right there. Okay, so I'm going to just bring that down, and I'm going to use more of this paper so I feel comfortable doing that. I'm not going to cut it here because that's a curved line. So I'm just going to go back here to a straight line, line that up, right on the straight line, and cut. Then I'm going to take my scissors, and always use a very sharp pair. I use Fiskars. I'm just going to very carefully cut around that edge, cut that straight, trim around the edge. Then if you really want to be sure you're doing it right, I just take the tag and I'm going to cut like that, cut like that, and cut like that. Okay, now I have my perfectly fitting tag.
So I'm going to go ahead and mount the paper here. You can use any type of glue that you want. I'm still getting settled from our move from Florida. So I don't have my glue that comes in the little glue dispenser, you know, the sticky stuff. So I'm just going to use a glue stick real quick. And I am doing this kind of quick to keep the video short, but I just want to give you an idea. Okay, so I'm just going to take the glue, the tag that I glued. I'm going to put this on here like this and just put that down. Rub that in real well. And usually I use a brayer, but don't have one of those here either. So we're just going to wing it today. Okay, so there's that. Now what I want to do is I want to dress it up a little bit. So if you have any of the Tim Holtz distressed ink, what I would do is I would go ahead and distress these edges. I don't have any with me today, but sometimes I'll do that, or I'll take a piece of paper, like an emery board, and kind of sand those edges to just kind of make it look, you know, a little bit vintage, because that's my style. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what I have here that I can use to dress up these, this card, this tag. Now, where is that sticker sheet? Let me find that sticker sheet. Okay, so here's the sticker sheet. So you just kind of take your sticker sheet and find something that appeals to you. I like this gingerbread guy. I like this Peace, Hope, and Joy. So I'm taking this, and I'm going to take this little gingerbread guy first and foremost. So I'm looking to see where my circle is, and I'm going to place my Peace and Joy just right below that. So there's that. Then I'm going to take a gingerbread man, and I'm going to put him right here kind of sideways. I'm going to go back to the sticker sheet, and I'm going to look for a couple more elements. I think I'm going to use this little star that came with it, and I'm just going to place that right there by his hand. And then I do like this little rolling pin. So I'm going to put that there. And then there's tiny little stickers here along the bottom. So I'm going to take the one that says Gingerbread Kisses, and I'm going to lay that just like that. So how cute is that, right? That's super, super cute. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your hole punch, and you're going to punch it right here. Oh, I dropped my glue cover. So you're going to take your hole punch and punch it right here. Again, I don't have my hole punch. So for today's purposes, I'm just going to kind of do that, and I'm going to push that back through with my pencil. There we go. And then I'm going to come over here. I have some pretty ribbon, and I'm going to take some of this green right here. Let me do this and pull a piece out. So I just found a piece of thin green ribbon, which kind of coordinates very nicely with the colors in the tag. And then I'm just going to take it like this, make a loop, stick the loop through, take my two ends, put them through the loop, and there you go. Now you can then, of course, make a tiny little bow like that. If it goes through. My fingernails are kind of stubby right now. I have to go get my nails done. So there you go. That is my cute little tag. Now, when you're putting, and again, you know, distressing the edges is something you want to do. You can also add another little element here. Maybe I'll just go ahead and show you how I do it. I'm going back to my sticker sheet. I like this little heart right here. So I'm taking my little heart, and I'm going to put it right there. And I just think these are just so adorable and so cute to have sitting on a package. Now, if you want, and this is completely optional, you can go ahead and use that extra paper from what I cut and put it on the back of the tag if you're going to have the tag loose. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to probably just place this on my package with some tape behind it and let it sit there, you know, nicely. But you can definitely cover both sides. I also come back here sometimes and just go ahead and trim around that edge just to make it nice and pretty. So really simple, easy way to make these tags. Next, what I'm going to show you how to do, because you're going to have this entire collection in your kit, is really quick how to make a very quick Christmas card. So I cheat again, I buy this value pack from Michaels. It has, these cards are 5 by 6.5. There's 50 sets and they include envelopes. Let me tell you, as a paper crafter who's been paper crafting for years and former Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and a former Close to My Heart demonstrator and then Creative Memories before that, I don't want to cut envelopes and cards. So at this point in my life, I just want to make it simple. So let me pull out a card and then let me pull out an envelope. So put that aside. Then what I do is I just fold my card and I'm going to use the same paper. So I am going to cut the paper to, you know, be the same size as the card on the front. So I'm going to flip the paper over. And like I said, this is 5.5 by 6.5, but I never trust my, I never cut before I make a mark. And that's because just because they say 5.5 by 6.5, it doesn't mean it's going to be 5.5 by 6.5. Then I just scoot it up a bit and I'm going to mark it here at the bottom. I'm going to just take my, in here, get those yuckies off of there. And where's my mark? I already lost it. I don't know where it went. What in the world? Oh, okay. I see what I did. Okay, so I see my mark down here. Oops. So it's right here on this line right here. This thing is so old. You know, you get used to the tools you have in your craft room and you hate to make changes. I've got about 10 of these cutting boards in all different makes and models, but I always go back to this one. Okay, so I cut it where I scored it there. And I do have a score at home from Creative Memories. And I'm going to be bringing a lot of that stuff into the shop. So there you go. That is going to be the cover of my card. Before I adhere that, though, I want to see if there is something in this paper pack that I can use to kind of layer and make a, let me see what I like here. Going through all this. Let's see what we have here. How about this? How about we use one of these tags to put on the front of our card? So I kind of just hold this up and try to find one that I like. And because this is going to be the front of the Christmas card, I think I'm going to use the Black Joy tag. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Fiskars here and just kind of cut this tag real quick. And turn it back up to the top. Put that right there. Line it up. Always be careful. All right. And then one more time. These are so quick and easy, you guys. And, you know, I think that people really love to get handmade items. Nobody really... I mean, store-bought cards are beautiful, and sometimes the sentiments are what really grab us. But at $7.99 a card, I don't know about you, but to me, that's a little pricey. Okay, so I've cut this tag out, and now I'm going to go to my card, and I'm going to kind of start figuring out how I want to lay it out before I adhere it to the card itself. So I'm just going to kind of do it at a little bit of a slant. I'm going back to my sticker sheet or back to my cardboard stickers to see what I like that kind of coordinates. And I think I'm going to use this reindeer right here. So let me open this up. And these stickers are great. They give it a little bit of dimension, which I like. So, you know, I kind of like the dimensions. Plus, they're stickers, so they're easy to adhere. So I'm just going to pop that out. These come out pretty easily, like that one just did. And he already came off. So I'm going to lay this here because I want to make sure I can put him somewhere. And I'm going to put him right there. And that's all I do. I just stick him down and boom, he's done. Then there was a little bit of mistletoe right next to him, and I think that is so cute. So I'm going to take the mistletoe and I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to adhere these to the card. So again, I'm just taking a glue stick because I don't have my tape dispenser. And I'm going to just run it around, get it all done, make sure it sticks. And then I'm just going to lay it like that. And there you go. Then I'm going to take my brads and I'm going to pick out a pretty brad. And there's one that says Joy as well. So I think I'm going to use that. Let me open the brads. And these are fun. They really help you dress up your cards a little bit. So I'm going to take the Joy brad, and it's very, very sticky. And I'm just going to place that right there. And then there's a couple of other tiny brads here. So I'm going to take a red one. I'm going to put it, let me see, where am I going to put that? I think I'll put it right here. Put the red one there, and I'm going to use one more, just not to make it overkill. And I'm going to put that down here. So that is the front of my card. Now, all I need to do, hi Terry.
Hi.
Now all I need to do is go ahead and adhere it to the front here. And again, if you like to use those sticky tape dispensers, feel free. You know, I don't know what Terry's doing. There you go. Thank you. You know, it's funny to actually be in the shop and have a studio in the shop now in which to work. I'm still kind of discombobulated. I need to get all my studio and my craft room items here if this is where I'm going to be to record. And then listening to that door open and close is going to drive me just batty. Okay, so I just lay that here, run my finger down, and at the bottom, I'm not liking the way the card edge isn't pretty. So I just go back to my cutter. I'm going to lay this right here. I'm going to use very firm pressure to get a clean cut. And I'm going to run it down, and I have a nice smooth edge. Then I'm looking at the back here, and I'm going to do the same thing so that the card will stand up properly. I'm going to be very, very careful when I do this. Line it up very carefully. You only want to get the white. And there you go. And that's my card. So I have a card and I have a tag. And I don't know about you, but I like pretty envelopes. So let me show you how I do the envelope. As I said, the envelopes come in your paper pack if you do it my way, where you're cheating and you just kind of buy that stuff. So what I want to do is I just kind of want to have something pretty here when they open up the card. So I know there's lots of ways to do this, and I probably don't do it the right way, but it's Elaine's way. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I need to cut the paper large enough so that it'll fit below this right here. So I know I'm going to have to come all the way down to at least here. So I'm going to make a line so I know that. Now what I'm going to do, like I said before, and this is just my way, I just use a pencil. And I am doing it this way, coming around this way, and going straight down. Then I'm coming back here, and I'm going this way all the way to the top. And the pencil keeps breaking because, you know, story of my life. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's what it looks like. Then I'm going to take my cutter again, and I'm only going to do the straight line portion of this, as I mentioned. So let me first do it the long way. This is the part that's going to stick into the bottom of the card. I'm going to line it up nice and tight. There's that. Then I'm going to do my one straight line here, line it up. That's done. I can do the straight line here. You just have to take your paper and turn it, and you want your straight line to line up on the this line right here, the cutting line. So I just kind of eyeball it and make sure that that is all in there, and it is. And then I'm just going to take my, and there we go. And then I'm going to hold this up to here because I think I cut it just a little short. I don't know what you're doing, but if you could wait till I'm done recording, that would be lovely. Okay, he's so funny. All right, then I'm going to do this. I lined up okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing on this side, lining up my thing, and there we go. Now I'm going to take my scissor, and I'm just going to trim it around that edge a little bit there. And I'm going to see if it will fit. Okay, now when I go to make it fit, it's not going through the way I want. So I hold it like this, and I flip it over, and I can see that it looks like it's going to fit, but it just needs a little bit of give to get into the envelope itself because of the glue. So I'm coming back here, and I am taking barely a sliver just off that very, very end. And I just want to make sure that I'm going to be able to stick it in here like that. And as you can see, that goes in nicely. So there you go. Now I'm going to glue it down and then fold it. And then when they receive their card, this is what it's going to look like. So they're going to have a pretty card, just like that. And they're going to have a pretty tag. So just a fun little way for you to put together something very quick. And how long has this video been? 20 minutes. So not too bad. And then what I normally do too is I turn the card over and I find a little pretty that I can put on there. Because it goes through a machine, you don't want to use your cardboard stickers. You definitely want to use a flat sticker. And because joy is the theme of this particular card, and the color is the green, I'm going to take Peace, Love, and Joy off my sticker sheet. And knowing that the post office is going to run everything here, I'm just going to place it right there. So that's the front of my card. This is my card. This is the inside. I have my tag. And remember that in your pack of paper that you just purchased, there are sentiments that you can search for that you can put inside the card itself. So you can cut out one of these, for example, and place it in your card. And let me do that real quick because I really want you to see just how much you can do with just this single paper pack. I'm going to take this joy tag, which I really like, and I'm going to put that on the inside of the card. And then I'm simply going to say Merry Christmas and sign the card from Terry and I to whomever we send it to. Whoever the lucky person is to get my card. So there we go. And last, sometimes if I have time, I just literally cut these all up and then I put them in a little bowl next to my craft table, and then I can just pull these rather than cut them as I'm going. Okay, so there's our joy, and I'm just going to stick it right here. And that's going to look pretty. And then I can sign Terry and Mike's name. So let me do that real quick. Just take my glue stick, run it all over. Do-do-do-do-do. And there we go. Okay, make sure it lines up. What's nice about having a quilt mat under here is it helps me line up everything, even my cards. So I just want to make sure I get this nice and centered. And there we go. And then I'll just say, love you, Elaine and Terry, or I'll put a nice sentiment up at the top. So there you go. I hope you liked this little video. It was kind of fun to make with you. Where'd my tag go? Here it is. So there you go. And again, the name of this paper pack is called Baking Spirits Bright. If you are a baker, there are so many fun things that you can do with this paper pack, so be sure to check it out. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I hope that you will look up, subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell. We are trying to reach our next milestone, so I would appreciate that. And please tune in next Wednesday again for another edition of CraftTube. Until then, be happy, be well, most of all, be kind. See you soon. Bye.